And very welcome to Taurus, April 2021. I am your astrologer and tarot reader, Liam Jarett of theaquarian.tv. Website's in the works, but you can go to the homepage and book a reading with your boy. $50 for a 30-minute recorded astrological tarot video sent to you. I picked a rose for you as we're getting ready. Look, it's 5 points on the outside. The 5-point star is Venus, which is Taurus. Venus, the ruler of Taurus. On the side of military planes and jeeps and trucks and tanks, they have the 5-pointed star because Venus, the goddess of love, but also war. Because what are we willing to fight for and die for, even? Usually love. Very powerful motivating factor. Right now, we are finishing up your 12th house. Sun rising, moon event. When I went into the ethereal realm before I did this, I saw a cow underneath a tree in the shade, waiting for the grass to grow so it could go out and feed. I saw somebody healing, resting, being in solitude, envisioning their mate, their ideal partner, putting that out into the universe, preparing for that. And then that vision will come to manifestation after your birthday or the month preceding, following it. Gemini season. And then it's like when you go to bed at night, and if you're a single person and you want a mate, leave some room next to you. Put a flower on the bedstand next to you. Just act like you're preparing for your partner to come. And soon enough, through that magic, you will manifest your ideal partner in that position. You great co-creator, creatrix. Let's go pick up some cards. This card is going to represent you as we go through your... I'm going to do something special for y'all because it's your birthday season. We'll go through all 12 houses. It'll be like your year. I know I said for the month of April, but this is really going to be for your year. Get comfortable. I'm going to do this for Aries. We have a card already that wants a leap of faith. Right now, it's asking for you to have faith and to check out your belief system. Is it helping us or is it hurting us? Sometimes we need to... Our belief system will get shook if we don't go to that place and discern our beliefs. If we still have the same faith and belief system that we had when we were 6, that's probably keeping us from advancing in the spiritual realm if we still think Santa Claus is coming down the chimney. If we look a little bit deeper, we'll see that there's beautiful allegories about the metaphysical realm in the story of Santa Claus. Also astrological. The Big Dipper is the sled. The handle is Arcturus. It looks red. It's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's in the northern heavens, so it circles around the North Pole. Hence, Santa Claus is from the North Pole. And this is about the world tree, the pole that is our spine. The claustrum, Santa Claus. The cloister nuns are hidden. The sacred, beautiful feminine hidden within us in our cerebellum of the bull of Taurus. So right now we're in the cerebrum, the ram of Aries, the top. And now we're getting ready to move into your world, the beautiful bed of freaking roses and a beautiful pasture. You just got to make it through the rest of this Aries season. Perhaps we're reflecting on the last 12 months. Where are we now as opposed to where we were then? Perhaps those things that we wanted to come to fruition didn't, because it's asking us to do inventory in the inward realm. Inventory. Vinny. Our inner life. This went off on one a little bit. A leap of faith. Yeah. What is our faith? In ourselves. In our ability to create what we want. And then when we do this marriage inside, think about your marriage, your wedding feast, down to the details. That helps to bring it into reality. But this is asking, it's like when we pray. It's not so much so that we're telling God what we want, who knows what we want, what we need more than we know what we need, but it's clarifying our desires, our passions, and focusing our arrow on its point so that we'll reach it. If we don't have any destination mapped out, then we're never going to reach it. This is a time to intuit. This is not a time where you're going to logically figure it out. This is a time where you're going to have it come to you in the dream realm. Through songs, poetry. And I recommend to engage in activities such as poetry, water painting, solitude, creating your own little rehab place in your freaking house if you can. So that when your birthday comes around, bam, you are on top of your game. You are living out your faith. And you are freaking, the world rejoices around you. In your second house of, we have a lot of energy right now. Lots of things are pointed to your second house of Gemini. We have the North Node there. We have Mars finishing up there. So this is lots of energy in being spent on what you value, your possessions, and there could be some damage to those areas. Perhaps you got in a fight with a brother or sister over possessions. Well, that's clearing up. And what can we learn from that experience? Perhaps we didn't do things from a reflective place and we acted out of fear of material grasping to without being more in touch with the inner soulful realm. So as we go into your third house of the voice in your head and how you work through the day, who you engage with. I feel like now we're a little bit more mature, and so we're able to do those things well. This is going to be a good time for getting emails done, working on a website. You're going to have a lot more energy to put into being a merchant, to bring in a product out. That's just be careful how you talk. You're gonna have more fire when you talk to your close knit friends. This could be like compiling an email to like somebody where you're just ripping them up, and maybe read through it one more time before you send it and lighten it up a little bit. Okay, the House of Love and Romance. I can see some things happening there. I can see it. This is like we're getting out of a Five of Swords when I take this in romance, I mean, I'm thinking that we had an unequal exchange, a lack of communication, things said that hurt somebody. We were hurt in a communication with a loved one, a potential romance that of words and thoughts got in the way. Just ask for a clarifier. I like it. The nine of this is saying, hey, maybe we had an old relationship that it turned out not how we wanted to, for a higher purpose, and let us focus on what we want and get everything lined up in our home, in our emotional realm, so that we are patiently waiting, having faith in that mate coming that will fulfill us emotionally more than we could even ever imagine. Your sixth house of health and your daily work routine. Judgment yard. I would take that to say, maybe there's some things in our life, in our health, our diet, that we need to drop the hammer on and say, that's enough of this. I'm not bringing that into my new year, into my birthday season. My New Year resolution is not going to include that. I'm going to replace that with a healthy creative outlet. Seventh house of partnerships, even marriage. Poverty upside down. If we have a lacking mentality, then we're going to constantly be fed with lackness. So if we take an attitude of gratitude, of thankfulness, look at all these beautiful things, great things I do have, then our cup is open for more to be filled with. If we show thankfulness and the ability to handle the things that we do have in front of us. Sometimes that might take clearing out those things that we're handling that are taking up our precious time unnecessarily. Our eighth house, the moon. We will be having a full moon in Scorpio, your opposite sign. This could be an intimate sexual meeting to bring out, like, could be like Kundalini tantric. Even if you're in a relationship, you could have like a really powerful, like, joining together with the other in mind, body, soul experience. Like, where you could be like crying afterwards. Or you get in like a fight, an intense fight, and then have some like really beautiful, like, powerful makeup sex afterwards. It might do. I would pay special attention to this this full moon coming up in Scorpio in April, and be careful if you're in a relationship and you don't address deep psychological issues. They could really turn into poison. But if you do address it and deal with it and spend time in the shadow realms, then it could be a very therapeutic, psychoanalytical experience. Perhaps even involving a sexual partner. Or even like masturbation or something. I don't know. Ninth house of spirituality. I feel like we could have... Whenever I see this upside down, the 10... When the 10's upright, that's like, okay, we're at the end of the journey. And now we could... It's been a lot of work. And now we could let go of these. When I get it upside down, I'm thinking... We have... Maybe we need a simpler faith. A simpler meditation. I mean, I read the Theosophical Society, Madame Blavatsky, Thelemitic, all these different spiritual things where it's like it could get in the way. And then you're thinking too much and you're just not experiencing. Having faith in what you know and who you are. Oh, your career's litty. I think you could have a partner come in that could be good for your career. Or just go with money so maybe you don't even have to work anymore. And then in your like overall rewards, I could feel that's like a little bit of ungratefulness. Going back to what I said before, being thankful, and then you'll be given more things to be thankful for. And then your 12th house, I pulled it upside down, but not really. So I feel like when we take inventory of where we are, how far we've come, with an attitude of thankfulness and gratitude, then we're creating a beautiful canvas prepped perfectly to create our masterpiece when we go in using our intuition. And then we're manifesting what we truly came here to do. I want to pick one final card for my Oracle deck. Ooh, right away. This message came to me before I even started. Divine timing. Remember I talked about the bull or the cow underneath the tree in the shade, just waiting for the grass to grow to its perfect height so it goes out and feast. Waiting for that divine timing. Trusting, having faith in the universe and its divine timing. Thank you, Oracle Goddess. Freaking awesome. Taurus. My Taurus goddesses. And beautiful men. Bulls. By theaquarian.tv. I am Liam Jarett. Prince Scorpio. At your service.